Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at a new set of Micromasters from Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy. This is PowerTrain and HighJump, also known as the Off-Road Patrol. These two guys were previously available in the 10-pack from Target. That was kind of the first place we had seen these molds, but this is how, I guess they were meant to be released first. This is the 2-pack that was supposed to debut the molds, but then they kind of were incorporated into that 10-pack, which I guess just came out first. I'm not really sure how that worked, but in any case, PowerTrain and HighJump. I definitely like these color schemes better, I will say that. This is the PowerTrain I kind of remember from G1. There was like another guy who was a big rig, not a big rig, a monster truck. This guy was the big rig. There was a monster truck, and like I said, with Micromasters, they always swapped the color palettes. So he was orange with a little bit of blue. The monster truck was blue with a little bit of orange. And I don't know if we're going to eventually see him, but I kind of hope we do. I think there was another guy who was red with a little bit of gray. So I'm hoping that they do another 2-pack eventually to finish off the Off-Road Patrol. But yeah, pretty much like I said, the molds aren't new. We've seen them before. Here's the robot mode. Here's the truck. Robot mode SUV, I guess. The weird blaster, which I still don't really think works. And then red alert displaying the blaster. And what a cluster mess that is. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and let's get these guys out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. So here they are out of the packaging. And like I said, I really like the color schemes for these. I think they did a pretty good job. I wanted to quick bring in the other two. And I did actually notice that they do have different head sculpts. I did not know that. I did not realize that when I first took a look at that 10-pack from Target, and now I'm kind of wondering if I need to go back and look at the other ones and see, do some comparisons and see, like, there's definite different molding here on the chest. The heads are different. It's actually pretty cool. I thought they were just straight repaints, so that's really neat. I like that quite a bit. Same for this guy. You can see that the head sculpt is very different. The chest is sculpted different. Everything else is pretty much the same, but still, that's a really nice touch. I did not expect them to do that, so well done, Hasbro. But I still think I like these color schemes better. I just think they work a little bit better than the other ones do, but do appreciate the different molding. That's actually pretty cool. Transformation, pretty much exactly the same as the other two that I just showed you from the 10-pack. You're going to spin this around. You kind of have to peg the feet together and bring the hands down to spin this, but you'll see that there's two little nubs on the back of his, I guess that's his butt actually. So you kind of have to get them past that, and then you can bring this down, and then there you are. You peg, there's little tabs on the inside of the hand that pegs into the slot on his thigh there, or I guess his hip rather. I know body parts, I promise. Anyway, so here you go. Here is the truck mode, which looks pretty good. And then up here for, let me get these names right actually, HighJump. This was PowerTrain, this one's HighJump. So transformation is pretty simple. You just swivel the waist around 180, peg the two legs together, tilt these up to form the back of the SUV, push the arms in on the sides, and then this just kind of comes down and clicks into place. I think they did a nice job with this. They actually painted all of the windows, which is really nice. And again, I really like this color scheme. So I think the two of these look really good. Both roll fairly nice, which I appreciate. So yeah, pretty simple transformations, but color schemes look great in both modes. I like them quite a bit. So I wanted to do a little quick comparison in the vehicle mode as well. You can see, I do like the Autobot symbol on the front here, but he definitely does not have all the windows painted. So I do appreciate that he has those side windows painted. He doesn't have the top one though. This one does have the top one. And then for these two, again, he has an Autobot symbol. He does not. Their paint schemes are actually pretty similar, although he's missing the side windows. So I would say they probably have about the same amount of paint applications. It's just where they're allocated. You can see he's got some more silver on the front, but he's got the side windows. So both pretty good color schemes, but I do think I kind of lean towards these two. Not to say that these guys are bad, because they're not, but just a personal preference. I kind of like this set that we're taking a look at a little bit better. So now is the part of the video where I have to show you the ridiculous blaster that these turn into. This, I believe you just unpeg the arms long enough for you to pull this section down and kind of straighten this out. See, it would be one thing. You have these two tabs here sticking out. It would be neat if there were two little tab holes on his feet right here, and so that you could kind of suck this in and until it eventually plugged in just to make it a little bit more solid. Something like that might have gone a long way. But you just pull down the little peg, and this is supposed to be a gun because they took the time to mold these things on there. That makes it a gun, apparently. Anyway, coming down to this guy. This guy's actually decent with the gun bits. You just kind of open them up so that you can spread apart the legs, and then you can flip out these little actual gun cannons, or barrels of the gun, whatever you want to call them. Actually looks like something. And then you want to flip out this peg, which is a little easier said than done. There we go. Peg that in. And then you're supposed to peg this into this. So there's a big peg hole on the chest there. And I gotta say, it's kind of a tight fit, but it can be done. So there you go. This is the blaster that you're supposed to get. And then you have the larger robots hold it by this peg. It's just kind of a goofy mess. Just like with most of these, using them as separate guns is kind of passable. Like, at least this guy has the gun barrels sticking out the back. So, like, I could see someone using this as, like, a normal gun. And I could almost see this used as a gun. But trying to put them together into one, I just think looks absolutely ridiculous. It's very similar to the race car. They tried to basically just have, excuse me, one race car lay on top of the other one. It just doesn't work. As individual guns, maybe, but having them, link up like this, I think just looks really absolutely ridiculous. So I like these two a lot. Even if you already bought the 10-pack from Target and you have a version of these molds, I still recommend picking up this 2-pack. I think that these guys work a little bit better. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not that they work better. I just personally like these color schemes better than the ones included in the 10-pack. Not to say that the ones in the 10-pack are bad. I just prefer these. But I do really appreciate the fact that Hasbro gave them different head and chest molding from the versions that come in the 10-pack, so that they really are, like, at least different enough to be separate characters and they're not just shameless repaints. I actually really appreciate that. I was not expecting it, and I thought that that was really cool. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, but I definitely think that PowerTrain and HighJump are worth picking up. So let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.